friends, hello, welcome back. Today we're going to do our very first NHL mock draft for the 2020 drafts. Starting off with the first overall pick to a team to still be announced is Alexis Lafreniere, the left wing out of Rimouski. Pretty unanimous here. Lafreniere, the MVP of the WJC with outstanding puck skills, 2.15 points per game in the QMJ, who's shown more physicality on the ice at a young age as well. We'll be going number one overall, most of us can expect here. Selected second overall going to the Los Angeles Kings is Quinton Byfield. There's a lot to like about Byfield. His rare combination of size, 6'4", speed, and exceptional puck skills are going to make them a force to be reckoned with, and you can certainly understand why there are some bold predictions that this man down the road, make it clear here, down the road, could be a better, more rounded player than Alexis. We'll see though. That's a bold debate for another day. Selected third overall for the Ottawa Senators from San Jose is Tim Stutzle. The third pick is where things normally get a little bit interesting, as teams don't always, you got it always feels like you go into a draft, you got the 1-2 punch, right? And then you get to the third pick, it's like, we expect this guy to go, but at the same time, you see teams maybe reach for a guy that you thought go fifth or sixth, because they felt like that is their guy. But with Ottawa picking now and then fifth, I don't really expect Ottawa to, do anything absurd here. I think they go with, what's at the top of the board here, that being Stutzle, the Rookie of the Year winner in Germany's top pro league, who put up 7 goals, 27 assists in 41 games played, appears to be heading to Ottawa. With the fourth overall selection in the draft, we have the Detroit Red Wings taking Jamie Drysdale. I think the choice is easy here if you're Detroit. They're a long way out when it comes to this rebuild, right? They got a lot of stuff to work on, and it usually takes defense a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, a few more years to develop and be into that, top of their game type of play, opposed to forwards. So you take the defense this year and you go forward next year, the year after that, whatever it is. That way you kind of get them in sync together here. So you take the best defenseman off the board, and who we believe that is, Jamie Drysdale. With the fifth overall selection, we see the Ottawa Senators selecting Marco Rossi. You talk about his size, talk about the fact that he played on the best team in the OHL. Hey, I don't care. Whatever excuses you want to bring up, I'm not listening, because they were the best team in the OHL for a reason, right? Because of this guy. His playmaking ability is outstanding. He played really well in the WJC. His 120 points are the most an OHLer has seen since Alex DeBrincat, another guy questioned for his size, ironically so. And if you're Ottawa, I think you got your man in Stutzle. You went defense with 2 of your last 3 first-round picks. Took Tkachuk with the other one. You got Shabbat. Now you go up to that guy up the middle who has the ability to make those players around him much better. With the 6th overall pick, we have the Anaheim Ducks selecting Alexander Holtz. Where Drysdale goes in this draft, I think could have a huge trickle-down effect for teams, in the back half of the top 10 here. Because if Drysdale weren't the fault of Anaheim, I think they go with who is widely regarded as the best pure goal scorer in the draft in Holtz, who put up 9 goals, 16 points in 35 games played in the SHL last season. With the 7th overall pick, we have the New Jersey Devils selecting Lucas Raymond. New Jersey, they're in an interesting spot here. If everything were to fall as is, you almost wonder how they feel about Lucas Raymond. You almost wonder if they were, the way they see guys come up the board, if they consider possibly trading up. They're a team with plenty of draft capital, and there's any team who's got, the abilities to make a splash in this draft to move up, it is the New Jersey Devils with those 3 first-round draft picks, especially, say, Vancouver. They have a great postseason, and that pick from Vancouver ends up being a 26th or a 27th overall pick. It'll be interesting. But again, it may well come down to what they think of Lucas Raymond here, and I think they'll like him. He's in close competition here with Holtz from a goal scoring standpoint, and is a guy with great speed, terrific hands, has a relentless forecheck. I imagine they would love the thought of him playing with a Hughes or a Hischier, but he could be also a guy that is off the board by the time Jersey comes. We'll see here. With the 8th overall pick, we have the Buffalo Sabres selecting Cole Perfetti. I think the Sabres will be more than pleased to see a guy like Cole Perfetti fall this far down in the draft. His hockey IQ's through the roof. The 5'10", 177-pound Perfetti would finish 3rd in the OHL in points last season with 111 and sees his way to Buffalo. From here on, everything is technically hypothetical because we don't really know which teams are going to win, which teams are going to lose in this play-in round, but we're going to base this off of saying all the teams with the fewest points in each conference gets bounced in the first round and draft it from that direction. Obviously, again, it can fluctuate. Chicago makes it out of the first round, Montreal doesn't win the lottery, and things are going to change. So we'll see, but we're saying at the 9th overall pick, we have Jack Quinn being selected. The 6 foot, 176 pounds, 67. Looks like he could be something special. He plays well in tight spaces. He's tough to knock off the puck. The only OHL players to score more goals in their draft season than Quinn in the past 2 decades go by the names of Steven Stamkos, Patrick Kane, John Tavares, and Corey Locke. Some great company to be in nonetheless. With the 10th overall pick, we have the New Jersey Devils from Arizona selecting Jake Sanderson. The Devils need to work on their defense. They got some young guys like Ty Smith coming up, but I think they need to add more. And Sanderson being seen by many as the second best D-man on the board, who plays well on both ends of the ice, appears to be just the man for New Jersey here. With the 11th overall pick, we have Minnesota selecting Yaroslav Askarov, the goalie out of Russia. With Dubnyk aging, the Wild could be looking for a goalie for the future with, a mid-first round job pick, which appears to be what they're going to get here. So look no further than the Russian stud who posted a .920 save, 2.55 goals against average in the VHL, whose lone game in the KHL for SKA was a .920 save, only allowed 2 goals. His lone concern, you want to look up and down to things, was he did, bounce back and forth in WJC, but he was so consistent during the season over there in Russia. I don't think that's a concern for most people here. With the 12th overall pick, we have the Winnipeg Jets selecting Braden Snyder. We're getting close to that take the best available part of the draft, I think, here. But I think the Jets, if they pick here, still have the chance to lock up a defender to add to some more depth to this D-core. Braden Snyder being just the guy they're looking for too. I think he's got the two-way play any NHL team would love to have. He impressed on World Juniors. Snyder to the Jets. With the 13th overall selection, we have the New York Rangers selecting Anton Lundell. The Rangers have done a good job loading the pipeline in about every position over the past couple years, and I think they're in a position here to just take what's the best available when their pick comes around. Anton Lundell is that guy, as he's one of the best 200-foot players in this year's draft and looked very good playing in Finland's top pro league this year, putting up 10 goals, 18 assists in 45 games played. With the 14th overall selection, the Florida Panthers are selecting Caden Gould. The Florida Panthers are known to do some interesting things with their first round picks. Crazy fact here, out of every first round pick post Aaron Ekblad taken by the Panthers, none of them played more than 4 games for the Florida Panthers last season. Call it gambling, call it bad drafting, call it whatever you want. I think they start worrying about the defense in front of Bob, and the clock's ticking here in Florida. I don't think they can afford to gamble on someone and hope he pans out in 4 to 5 years. They need a sure thing that, could be ready in a couple years. A versatile Caden Gould who's seen a big improvement in his offensive game this past season in Prince Albert. Putting up 11 goals and 29 assists in 64 games could be their man here. And with the 15th overall and the final non-playoff team, but they're playoff teams, let's be honest, the playoff teams, NHL, we're just going to clear that up real quick. They are playoff teams. You can, twist it any way you want it. We get it. You wanted to have a reason to have a draft lottery with more teams in it, and you wanted a reason not to let the Devils have Vancouver's pick potentially, I guess. I don't know, but nonetheless, here we are. CBJ, Seth Jarvis. Seth Jarvis could be a wild card in the draft. He might go 10th or 11th. He might fall all the way down 19, 20, 21, 22 in the draft. We'll see. He really came into his own dominant fashion offensively as the season progressed, putting up 65 points in his final 29 games this past season, along with 42 goals in total on this season. A man that's played well on a PK as well. Jarvis has a lot of upside here if the Blue Jackets do go this direction here at the 15th overall pick. But that is our projections for the top 15 picks. As always, guys, love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.